to hold your blade like that, but here we go. Okay, I realized I did not grab my hand shovel. I'm sure it is not far away. But you know what the best shovel is? Them hands. And yes, I got them hands. Anyway, so I'm going to set these up. How am I going to set them up, you may ask? I am simply going to put the dirt from this wheelbarrow into these pots. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Maybe that's a little easier on me. It's a little more sensible. Yeah. So I'm just putting the dirt in here for now. Just getting these all set up. You know, tamp it down a little. I'm gonna do that for all of them. You know what? I'm gonna scoop. Look at that. That was so much faster. All right. So we got them. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know why I didn't want to put this little bit of azomite in there. Because I'm just feeling some ratios. Azomite dust. Let me mix that in just a little bit. Okay. I think I'm going to use this. Actually. Alright. Let me organize myself. This is going to be for my avocados. We're going to try to get some avocado going. Just because they say it's not for your grow zone, don't mean you can't make it grow, okay? And it don't hurt to try. I'm trying to remember Yeah, it looks good. Look, I mean, these are literally avocados that I ate like 2 or 3 days ago. So I think that they should do A-okay. The key here is, I don't know what this is, and I'm wondering if this is done on purpose. That's weird to me. They both have, and it's, I don't, these are fresh avocados from like 2 days ago. But I'm seeing that there is a crack. Let me see if y'all can see that. Y'all see that crack going along the middle of that? Look, and there's another one here in almost the same place. They better not have tried to do something to make sure you can't grow these avocados. Let me tell you something right now. They got me big. That's crazy. Anyway, let me chill because I'm about to have an attitude about that. Like, come on. Like, y'all can't be that diabolical. You got everybody got to have a lemon. So, this is my Meyer lemon. I'm just going to get off of that for right now. But this is my Meyer lemon. One of the Meyer lemon trees. I can't remember. I don't think I started this from seed. I think when it was sent to me, it was just really tiny. So I've kept it pretty alive. Like, it's bigger than it looks. Even as I move this soil around, looking at the stalk of it, it is bigger than it looks. And I had transplanted this. This was meant to be temporary. So my goal is, once we get through this last frost, to let this, let these trees tree outside, so that they can really grow, get that wind flow, etc. So I'm gonna dump some of this old soil just so I can pull out the tree. See? Look at that root system. Can you see that? And that's the tree itself. When I say it was like half this size when I got it, yeah. I can't remember what I paid for, but when I saw the size, I was like, oh, okay, they meant that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transplant this in. I'm going to move as much over just so it can have the depth it needs. I want to make sure that these roots get all the space that they need. And there we go. Now we have our Meyer lemon tree, our other Meyer lemon tree, because I have one that I bought while I was in Florida. We have this Meyer lemon, and I'm gonna tuck it. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So we're gonna tuck it. We're going around, and we're kind of making it snug by pushing in from the outside. Okay? Because we don't want to damage those roots. It's been doing so good. I would hate to do that to it. So we have transplanted this tree to a bigger home successfully. I'm gonna get some of that original dirt that I had it growing in, as well as some of this new dirt, this new soil that I just mixed up. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm trying not to make it have it too deep down there, but it's been thriving so well with the temperature changes. Sometimes I leave the window open in my office to get some airflow, even though the AC be moving air around, but ain't nothing like that outside air. So that is how that looks. This is our Meyer lemon. Okay, looking real good and green. What was that? I don't know what that sound was, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna put my avocado in. I'm just gonna dig a hole. I'm gonna go about, I'm gonna say that's about 3, about maybe 4 inches. About, I don't know, let me think. I think I wanna go about 4 to 5 inches down and just cover it. Okay. I want it to be able to sense some light, but still be deep enough to grow. And again, I'm gonna put a little bit more on top, not too much. I ain't trying to, and plus I'm gonna water this in, which is gonna compress the soil as well. Let me label that, because I don't know what it is. Today is the 17th, I think. So we're gonna put avocado 3/17/23, and we're gonna just stick that right in there. so you can see how it does, right? And since I have this in my hand, I'll go ahead and write this for the next one. I don't like no smeary plant label, honey. Ooh. I need to go get some more plant labels from inside the house too. Because when I plant these other ones, I need to know what they are. So, putting them gloves back on. I'm gonna have to run inside in a minute and get some more labels out my little box I got. But so we're gonna do the same thing, about maybe 4 inches down, and just drop that mug in there. There we go. We're just gonna cover it up. So there we go. We have 2 avocado trees that hopefully will grow. And I understand, I mean, even if it does get a little too cold, I'll put a little bit more on top of here as well. Even if it does get a little too cold, you know, I can keep them in containers for, you know, for however long I may need to. I may decide to put one outside if it ever, like, when it gets to a point where I can, you know, I can trust that it, or if I feel confident that it'll do well, put one outside to see how it does. Keep the other in the house. You know, that's all that is. So this one, what was this one supposed to be, y'all? Why did I have this third one? I think I just needed 3 and I did more than I needed, but it's okay. What I'm gonna do, since I have this in front of me, I'm going to get what am I gonna put in here, y'all? You know what? I can put my lemon basil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that some of these lemon basil seeds in here. I don't understand why you put the hole down here anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna open this. So this simply tells us to make it about 1/8 to 1/4 deep, and then thin to 6 to 12 inches. So I'll put this in there, and then once I get some plants, I can separate them out and share with people. I'm not gonna do too many. I'm gonna say this is probably about 20 seeds. So I'm just gonna take a pinch, and we're just gonna get a little lemon basil situation going. Okay, there we go. And there we have it. We got lemon basil. And then what I'll do, my nose itching. I'm going to take some of that dirt, and we're just gonna put some on top to fulfill the 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch requirement. So we're just gonna spread that out, tamp it down so it has that contact with the soil. Just like that, y'all, we got some lemon basil. Let me just make sure I label it while I'm still out. Boy, what I do with my pen, y'all? There it goes. Alright, so that's lemon basil, and today's the 17th. And I'll definitely thin it out again. And then any of my loved ones who want some lemon basil, I'll be able to just bring it to them. I got some bigger like pots that I can put them in, and we Gucci. It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's that. So we have our 2 avocados and a lemon basil. I'm gonna run in, go get the rest of my plant labels so that we can get these 12 cell these seedling pots filled up, and we'll get some seeds going. what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna set these over here. I got stuff all over the place. It's okay because I'm gonna try to consolidate and organize some of this stuff back here. The dirt, I'm fine with, like the soil and the compost, but it's just like the little, like my buckets and stuff. I just want to tidy it up just a little bit. I don't need to be too crazy. I got a lot to do today. I have a bunch of clothes that I'm going through to try to donate, and some I'm going to throw away. I'm really just trying to declutter. And I have some other things going on that I need to lock in on a little bit. And again, I'm supposed to go to my homeboy house who live all the way in Covington. And I'm talking about that's past my daddy's house. So, trying to get all that. And then tomorrow, you know, y'all know how I am about, you know, trying to make sure I go see my grandma and relieve my aunt as much as I can. So, you know what I'm saying. Go spend some time with my ladies. So I'm putting dirt in this in my seedling trays, just filling it up and tamping it down a bit. So basically putting it in and making sure they're in there real good. The soil isn't dry, but I'm gonna still have to water these. I plan to bottom water. I do think I like bottom watering a lot more, at least when I'm dealing with seedling trays, and seedling trays at that have the you know, have that available option to, with the holes in the bottom, because it draws up the water it needs as it needs it. It seems, at least that's the benefit that I'm seeing. So yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put my water in the bottom. And again, the great thing is that this soil is pretty much the same soil that I use in my garden beds. So when these are transferred, whether I decide to put some in grow bags or put them in my beds, I know that they will be acclimated to their environment and it won't be a huge shock. Because transplant shock can be quite real. Oh, okay. This soil is so rich. I couldn't be more pleased with the soil yard and what they have. I mean, you know, you gotta move some sticks out the way, but again, I'm one of those, you want your seedlings to get to be strong, so why wouldn't you allow yourself, you know what I'm saying, allow them to push through the sticks? Like, if we, you know, like how we think people did it back in the day, yeah, they might move some stuff out the way. Like, obviously, you're not going to leave a tree branch, you know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes we do the most because, I don't know, I think people just like to do the most. So that's that. That's 2. So that's 24 cells. Now we have 12 more. And I'm just gonna pull some of this in, get all that nice and mixed up. I actually should have brought my watermelon seeds, but I think I'm gonna put my watermelon seeds in my bigger cells now that I think about it. And since I have all this soil that I've mixed up, it just makes sense. So actually, do I want to do watermelon starts? Or do I think I'm just gonna put them seeds in brown, and then I'll label it so I can know what's what. Cause like, for what? I mean, I know why, but at the same time, why? You know what I'm saying? So I know so that they're well established and stuff, but my homegirl's dad grows watermelon, like that's his jam. And all he do is put some seeds outside, it seems. He don't even do all this stuff, so. And that man is the pros to me. Ugh. So, okay. We're gonna get some seeds going, y'all. I didn't bring, I can use my little Sharpie. So, what we gonna start with? So, I told y'all that I wanted to get, some of the main ones is I'm gonna do a whole. I think I'm gonna throw my shallots. I'm gonna put that in a grow bag. I'm gonna let those start and grow in a grow bag. I think that's gonna go well. So let's put that over there. So that's the plan for those. And I think I'm gonna put. I think the same is going to be true for my burdock root, but I told y'all I got these jalapenos that I'm trying to get cracking. I think I'm gonna do something different with those. So we don't forget about them jalapeno seeds right now. All right, for real, for real. I'm gonna get. I want my What are my priorities? Let me think. I'm sorry. Okay, got it. I really want these sun peach tomatoes. And what I love about this seller that I found online, it says 10, but y'all see how many is in there, right? That ain't 10. That's about 30. It's like easy. So I'm just going to, I'm gonna set this up here, right? Can y'all see that? I think y'all can. Yeah, y'all can see that. And I'm just going to make like a little hole, nothing too serious. Just a little swish swish. And if you don't know, swish swish is a measurement to me. So that's a little swish swish. I think that's good. I know I said 3, but I'm gonna do 4 since I went this way with it. Oh, sorry y'all, do I need 4 plants? Probably not, but this is why we share. Okay. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. And I don't mind putting a little extra. So we'll do 2 here. Because I had some extra in my hand. Oh, I flicked that away. Don't know where it went. That's all right. So I'm just going to cover that up real good. Got that in some, going to pinch that in. Make sure we got plenty of soil contact. And there we go. We have our sun peach tomatoes. So let's label that so we don't forget where they're at. So this is our sun peach tomato. I'm gonna put times 4. Well, and that means it's 4 trays, 4 cells. And I'm going to sit that right here. All right, now, so we got the sun peach tomato done. Cool beans. Next, I'm going to do, not that I'm gonna direct sow that, my chile de arbol peppers. Again, it's supposed to be 10 seeds. Y'all see how many that is? I try to tell people, go to Etsy. Like, I know that we use a lot of people use the same sellers, like, because that's who you hear about. But there's a lot of smaller farms and seed sellers on Etsy who have some great seed selections. They're extremely generous with the amount of seeds they give you. And yeah, I love supporting small business. So like he's on YouTube, but Humble Servant Homestead on YouTube. Sorry about that wind. It feels beautiful out here today, to be honest. Humble Servant Homestead is where I got pretty much all my like my callaloo, my Scotch bonnet, and my motherland okra, just as a FYI. And so they do have, they're a family, I think. They do have an Etsy store. So to my Caribbean community looking for like Jamaican callaloo, because there is some places in the Caribbean that they call theirs callaloo as well. Um, they have the Jamaican kind, and they grow. And if you are in Georgia, they grow theirs in Georgia. From what I saw, they're based out of Washington, Georgia, and so that made me feel good. I mean, I have family that grows callaloo where they live, but just to see somebody who has the same like native soil growing callaloo successfully, that's helpful. And also those are heirloom seeds, so that means that as that plant grows from generation to generation, then that most likely those seeds would do well in your soil. So, and they also over time they become more hardy to your zone as well. So that's why, even though people might say, oh, why would you try to grow avocado? Well, why wouldn't I? If I can get this avocado to grow successfully in my climate, even if it's in the house for now, and then when it gets to a certain, maturity, I put it outside in the ground, and if it thrives, then I've successfully established an avocado that's adjusted to my hardiness. So just consider that. So as much as we hear, don't get me wrong, there's some things that it will take a long time before you could successfully get it to grow in your area. But there are cold hardy avocados. Even though these are based on store-bought avocados, I don't know if these are considered hardier. I don't know where they were grown from. So why not try? Just an FYI. You know what I'm saying? So that was my Chile de Arbol. And I'm going to stick that here. Okay. And if you're wondering like what I'm going to make, I really want to make my own like salsas. I also like to cook with peppers, soups, etc. I may not have grown up, using chile de arbol, but that doesn't mean I can't, make a blessing ass meal. Okay, period. So okay, and last in this one, I'm gonna do my hold on, let me move. I want to make sure I put stuff where I remember that it's already done. Okay, so now I'm going to put down my Sugar Rush, excuse me y'all, red pepper, this one right here. They said seeds are covered only slightly to allow light, which helps in germination. Do not allow the soil to dry out. Containers should be kept in warm conditions until seedlings sprout, which may take 7 to 21 days. I kind of want to, you know what? I'm going to chill on this. I think I'm going to direct sow those. And I will label them because of the fact I want to wait till I know it's going to be warm. I think I want to do that. Also, again, just because those seeds didn't sprout, that's in the trays I have, doesn't mean they won't if I put them outside. So I'm going to hold off on this. I'm cool with that. All right, what else we got, y'all? So we did the basil. Oh, shishito hot peppers. Now those I'll go ahead and get going. So I ain't never cooked with no shishito hot peppers either, but I heard that they're delicious. So I'm going to put those in here. Just a little swish swish. And there's like 4 sitting at the seam, so I'm going to try to grab those. Ah, doggone it. Oh, there we go. Try not to make a mess. Okay. Okay, so those are the, damn it. Okay, there we go. Shishito hot pepper. We'll see what come up and what don't. And again, I don't mind overplanting because I know I can share these with my loved ones. So that's that. Those are, now I'm going to pinch those over Keep in mind, I am going to water these. I'm going to water them from the bottom. So, put that down a little bit more. Okay. And let me make the label for that. Okay, so that's the shishito hot pepper, y'all. So I'm gonna put that in there. I think I'm gonna go grab some grow bags. I should have done that before, but I didn't. I did not. So those are those. And again, once I go in the house, I'm gonna close the air vents at the top and I'm gonna water from the bottom. So that simply is me putting water in this bottom tray, because as y'all saw, I assembled that. I'll put water in the bottom tray, let it all just soak it in the way it needs to. The soil will take on as much as it wants, and I'll let them do their thing in my office. Ooh, y'all, my pants. And this looks like a pepper that fell, but it's okay. Next, I know I do this all the time, y'all, and I change my mind, but I really could grow, like, this is the Boston and the Rhenish pickling cucumbers. I really could just direct sow those. Just put them in the ground and let them do their thing. Will I know what they are? Probably not. But once I see them grow, I'll stake them. Again, this says 10 seeds. That is not 10. And I love them for it. God bless them. Because they gave plenty. Okay? That's a blessing. But again, I don't really see why I should. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because it's mid-March. Our last frost is looking like next week. I don't know what y'all think. I think I should get them started. I kind of feel like I don't want to, though. I know I'm ridiculous. Screw it. I'll go ahead and get these going. I always do this. I'll be like, do I want to do it? And I can actually get my paprika hot peppers going too, so that's fine. So this is a seed that fell. I don't know. There's a seed that fell on top of one of the other seedling pots. I'm just going to put that here. And let me put some more dirt in there. I'm going to put that in here and just let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I? Like, why not? So I'm going to drop this little pepper seed that landed over here. I'm going to put it right in there. It's in that first hole right there. And next, I will conclude that with my paprika hot peppers. So I just need 3 of those. Y'all be so stingy with my seeds. Like, in terms of, like, putting them down. Sometimes I'll be like, screw it. And then there's times where I'll be like, it's gonna go. We putting way in there. We ain't gonna do that. Not today. And then here, I will put, let me label that before I forget, y'all. Y'all hear them? Y'all hear them dogs? Carrying on. Paprika. I'll close up the seed in a minute. Okay, this is going to be the Rhinish pickle pepper. Pickle cucumber. Never had the Rhinish, so let me know if you've pickled the Rhinish pickle cucumber, and let me know if it's good, because I intend to learn how to try to pickle this summer. So we gonna see. I'm not a huge pickle on a sandwich person, but I do like a pickle. And I also know that I have plenty of people in my life that love pickles. I actually like pickle juice more than pickles, probably. Like, I like pickles. Like, I'll eat a pickle by itself. But in terms of, like I said, a sandwich, I'm not like heavy on that. So yeah, what did I say? Oh, I'm not heavy on the pickles on the sandwich, but I like pickles, and I love pickle juice, and I like pickleback shots. If you ever have like a little beverage or something, a little adult beverage, try using pickle juice as your shot, as your like chaser. I'm telling you, I know y'all thinking like that's disgusting. It's so good. Like it works so well. I think it works best like with vodka. Think of it like having like a dirty martini, except for instead of the olive juice brine, you're using the pickle juice brine. But it's so good, and you don't taste nothing. If you one of those people that don't care for the taste of alcohol, that would be a good chaser. Also, I think that there is a science behind not having hangovers because you're hydrating and all that good stuff. So that last one I just put in was the Boston pickling cucumber, which I think is one of the more common. Yeah. So needless to say, if all this stuff that I'm planting goes well, I'll be doing a lot of preserving. So now I'm going to just close up those seed holes. Nothing too crazy, nothing too ridiculous. As soon as the frost passes this weekend, I will be putting out my tomato plants. Now my tomato plants are pretty leggy, but I don't mind. I'm actually not really too concerned with that. Like, we just gonna see what they do. You know what I mean? I think they'll be fine. All you gotta do is just bury them a little deeper. And then also I have my tomato plants. I actually think I'm going to put my potato plants out today. I know some people were talking about they had some losses, but we'll see. My slips are coming through very well on my white sweet potato. I'm excited for that. You know what? I can use this last cell tray. I know what I can use it for. I'm going to use this last cell tray for my broccoli. No, I'm going to sow these outside too. I'm going to sow these outside. I ain't tripping on it. So, those are done. So I have these are what I'm going to sow outside. So what I'm going to sow outside is my butter crunch lettuce, which it also says 10 seeds. Look at that. That's gotta be several hundred. I ain't mad though. My shallots are going in a grow bag. Those are going to be grown in a grow bag. But I'm trying to think what would be a good companion to those. I wonder if jalapenos and shallots grow well together. Because I have this row of seeds from the store-bought ones. I was thinking about just putting a whole plate, just getting a whole bunch started in a pot, and then just separating them out. I don't know, and getting rid of extras if I don't need it. Let's see. Anyway, butter crunch lettuce. I think I'm going to sow outside. Not I think. I'm going to sow those outside. Those are done. My shishito hot peppers. I'm sowing my rainbow Swiss chard outside. And those are done too. So I did that. I also have my burdock root that I could get started. That couldn't hurt. I got some burdock root seeds in here. And my shallots are going directly into a grow bag, because I really want to see how those do. So I need to separate out my burdock root seeds because they're kind of mixed up in here. So in this last one, I'll go ahead and just put the burdock. 4, 5. So that's fine. Actually, I'll just do 4. How many do it? Yeah, that works. I'll even double it, I think, on one. So those are burdock root. Burdock root can be eaten pickled, fermented. You can actually dehydrate it, make it into a tea. I need to make sure I label this so that I remember what's what. You can actually make it into a tea, or dehydrate it, powder it, make it into a tea, whatever you want to do. But it has a lot of minerals. It's actually quite healthy for you. It's also known as, I think it's called like hagobo. It's like an Asian root vegetable. So I'm just writing this down right now so that I know what I have here. And since I have these 2, I put × 4, just so I know it's 4 trays, or 4 seedling trays that it's in there, or cells. I always mix up those 2. And I'll put burdock root × 2, so I know it's those 2 cells here. All right. Now, I have some other stuff I want to direct sow, y'all, I think. And the reason I mention it is I have the Southern Giant mustard greens. I got an ounce of them. It's a good bit of seeds. And I'm trying to think how I want to go about it. I know I can do microgreens. I know I can get a tray and just spread them out and do it that way. But I also know, actually, now that I'm looking at one of my larger trays, I think it's like a 3x3 or something like that, and it's a deeper tray. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could start my microgreens in that. But I also wouldn't mind for them to grow to full maturity. So I'm gonna make up my mind, and then once it happens, I'll let y'all know. Oh, I think I'm gonna go get some more seedling trays and get that cracking. All right. Thanks for spending time with me today. Let me bring y'all closer. Thanks for spending time with me today. I know I be all over the place. I just be doing stuff. But I'm excited to see how good my garden looks after I've done it. The biggest thing is I gotta stop being like, oh, I'll remember. Cause no, I won't. I could roughly tell you where things are, but I don't really know. Don't judge me. But all right, y'all have a good one. Bye. Oh, she be giving y'all angle. Is that what I be doing? All right, let me get these gloves on. I love these gloves. They got the grip on them, and they're also they're just durable and they're comfortable to wear. and I feel like I can do stuff. You know, like how you get some gloves and they just be all like stiff because they're like work gloves, but it's like, like all I can do is lift stuff. That's all I can do with this. So I'm going to actually put these along my trellis back here. I'm going to do about a square foot apart going across. I have some eggplant that I'm also going to be putting down, but I'm going to do that a little later. And I just remembered I forgot my little tool that I use to take these out. Dang. All right, let me go get that.